Woo!
Swing your scammer round and round, slap him in the face and knock him to the ground. Pick him back up and knock him back down. Yee-haw! Scammers on the phone trying to steal your dough. Don't see dough and no more dough. Screwing with scammers, swinging the scammers round and round, slaps him in the face and knocks him to the ground. Yee-haw! Picks him back up and knocks him back down. Screwing with scammers, saving your dough.
Yeehaw is right. We're saving your dough, and boy, were we swinging them around today. Had a heck of a lot of fun today. I got a few posts I put up. Hit that like button for the video here, and don't forget to subscribe so you can catch all of our videos, and don't forget to hit the notification bell, and you never, ever miss an episode that's being posted. I want to thank everybody for joining us. I want to thank Drew and Glenn for joining us today. Thank you. Welcome, welcome. And the missus, and guess what she's doing? Almost done with that one.
I'm doing the edges. It's gonna go.
And for months, people were asking me if I'd ever have merchandise to sell. And all I had was a crazy thing on eBay that was just tough to do. But guess what, guys? We have a merchandise store. The link is in the description of this video. And I've also, let's go see. Let's see right here. What does that say? Oh my goodness. There's the link in the comments. So you can copy the link and look at the missus. Look at her shirt.
My shirt.
Oh,
She's
very
got
nice.
Swag going on there.
I ordered the shirt and it looks good.
No discounts for her either. But they also have these in black. I just added a new one. You've probably seen them around, but there's a heart-shaped handle that they added for one of their mugs. I added it to the store. So you can order one of those. There is I think 4 more days to go. They have a 25% discount across the entire store happening right now. So we had a nice little discount for everybody going on. Well, let's catch up with see who's here. Maria Paz, first one in the house tonight. Welcome, Maria Paz. Thank you. Julie's in the house. Thank you. Good evening. Good evening, everyone. Hey, Toy G's in the house. Hello to Julie. Screwing with Scammers. Thank you very much. Don't forget to comment and like, share, and subscribe. Julie, thank you. You are the best. Julie is, I got to tell everybody, I'm sure, I think, Drew, she is subscribed to your channel too. I know she has. And she is a wonderful, wonderful human being. She cares about people. She is the nicest person. And I'm so glad she's a fan of our channels. And she's, like I say, she's a great human being. Love to have her here.
We have a lot of those in our community. It's wonderful.
And she creates the greatest graphics too. She sent me a couple of funny ones that kind of incorporated screwing with scammers there. I love the driving around town screwing with scammers. It's really funny. Soupy's in the house. Soupy has to putting out so many videos lately. I know. You know what? I tried to save them up. Then I got a bank of 30, 40 videos that I got to try to figure out where to put them. So I at least put out 3 to 5 videos a day, just because the bank gets so full. And there are some videos I'm holding back in case I do a vacation time. I'll schedule those to go out. So there'll be something. So I know some people will have some withdrawals not seeing new videos. So I want to make sure everyone gets their dose. Oh, look at this guy. Look at this. Here's the new store. Well, maybe I already looked at that one. I'm not sure. What a shameless plug.
I think we've seen that one before, but that's okay.
I think so. Northern Grace is in the house. Northern Grace, thank you for joining us. Maria Paz, not a shameless plug. Thanks. Appreciate it. It's the Costanzas in the house. Welcome. So now there's a new text scam similar to the pay tolls. Glenn, I almost forgot. I did forget, Glenn. I was going to text that to you today. I don't know if you guys will be able to see this, but you might be able to see it. Let me see if I can How do I do this? Let me see. Oh, I know how now. Like this. Aha. Let me shut off the stupid ring light so you could see the darn thing. There. This is the text I got today. It's hard to read, but this is the one I got. My DMV from California, which I haven't been there in over 18 years, has expired, and they're going to shut my car off. They want, beginning May 31st, my vehicle final notice of enforcement penalties begin on May 31st. Our records indicate that as of today, you have outstanding traffic ticket. Okay.
Oh, wow.
What are they
I
going to
have,
do? Complicate your Kickstarter?
I guess so. But that's the new one. You got a traffic ticket, so the DMV is calling you, and they're sending texts out all of a sudden from California.
Now, if you look at that text, if you click on like the three buttons, the three dots at the top, where
Yep.
it allows you to see group detail,
Yep.
check the group detail and see how many other numbers they sent that same exact message to.
There's like 3 on this one. I've had them with more.
Okay.
But,
Oh, I've had them with dozens and dozens and dozens.
well, but their phone number here. Hey, Google, where is the country code +63? The Philippines. So that's from the California DMV. They now have an office in the Philippines.
I didn't know you could drive there.
Outsourcing.
I'll be honest with
Outsourcing.
you.
Yeah, that's it.
I'll be honest with you. The Philippines is becoming a large call center place.
Yep.
My old company 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 years ago was outsourcing to Philippine call centers. They speak English. They're
Almost.
they're not. You can tell it's a foreign person, but you could struggle with it because they speak English well enough. But they are growing into a large call center just like India did, and which will eventually lead to scam call centers.
When I get the call from the Philippines, I can tell them right away because I used to work in the hospital. I worked in the hospital with the Filipino nurses, and they will teach me. I learned a lot of Tagalog from them, so I know some of the bad words in the Tagalog, and they do not like when I use that on them. That they don't use contractions. When you're speaking to a Filipino person, they do not use contractions. They don't say don't. Oh, I do not see that. I will not know. I could not know. But they don't say couldn't or would not or wouldn't or don't. Do not. And it's funny. It's one of the little quirks of the language that I picked up on. So you could tell right away. Catherine's in the house. Hello, Catherine.
Hello, Catherine.
Julie's returning the compliments to everyone to say hello. Catherine says hello back to Julie. Hey, JJ's in the house. JJ, thank you for joining us. Love to have you here. We love it when you join us. Julie says nothing much. Just asking what you're doing. Well, that's great. Yeah, I didn't know you. How are the baby horses doing? Julie, wow, that's pretty cool. My granddaughter's into equines. She does writing and stuff.
Yeah, she loves them.
Yeah, she loves writing.
She does pony or horse camp during the summer.
Oh. BB's in the house. BB, welcome. And of course, Toy says, good evening, each and every one. We know how that goes. Catherine, yeah, that last video, for sure. That hour-long video, you should have made popcorn for sure on that one. That was a lot of fun. I got to say, I don't know about you, Drew, and you, Glenn, but sometimes you hang up a call and it was just so much fun and you almost didn't want it to end. And I just had one of them I was just really happy with it.
Yeah, I find the deeper you get into the call, the more questions you ask, the more layers of BS that they spout. It's just wonderful. It's wonderful and it's just, and they tend, and if you get a good one, they just layer it on and on and it's every word they say makes no sense whatsoever, and it's wonderful, absolutely wonderful.
Yeah.
I got one today where they swore they were going to send me a new Virgin.
What?
A new Virgin.
Yeah,
I
I sent
heard
out the
that one.
email with the recording. My Jamaican scammer has been trying to call me over the last 5 minutes during the live stream. When he does, it blocks out the live stream video, so I can't hear what you're saying. So
Tell everybody what you got. Two different ones of the Jamaican scammers. Tell them what one of them is up to, how many calls, and what's the second one up to.
the first, well, let me take a look here. I go over to, oh, that's not what I want. Okay. Well, the first one is a Mega Millions scammer, and he's out of Jamaica because he tripped up once and he called me from his number with the area code. Was it 876
Yep.
or 765? It was the Jamaican area code.
Yep.
And the other one, well, I can't get to it on this phone. It's on the other phone. But the other one is a Publishers Clearinghouse one, and I've got a hook too. And I just lost it because he's calling me again. So hope you can hear me. The first one I got 125 calls, I think, or 130 calls.
Oh, he's on the hook.
The second one for Publishers Clearinghouse is up to about 45 or 46 calls.
Oh, jeez.
And I'm
Wow.
just trying to ignore
My
him on
goodness.
calling me. So as soon as he gets done,
Well,
I'll be able to hear you again. So
they blocked my number, so Publishers Clearance House has blocked my number. So I called them back on the Google phone, and of course, when they try to call that number back, it goes nowhere. So that's pretty good.
well, the thing with the Publishers Clearinghouse, I keep telling him I don't have any money in my account. I've got like $80 left or something like that. And he had me go out to this place to get a loan. And I called him up and forewarned him ahead of time that he might get a call from the scammer asking about my loan. They said, well, we wouldn't give out any information anyway.
Okay, that's good.
Had to go out to a title loan company where you know, people that have no money and they need money and they go take them the title to their car and they get money for that. And so I went to the title loan company and I gave them the story that, well, I went down there and filled all the paperwork and stuff out, but they can't process the loan because their electricity went out. Gee, and they won't have it back on till like late tonight or Monday. I mean, I keep lying to them. And so now he's asking me about my life insurance policy that I have. I have a little tiny life insurance policy that my parents bought me when I was just a baby. And it's like a $5,000 policy, and you pay like $7 a month towards it. And he wants me to go cash that in so I can pay him his registration fees.
Perfect.
Holy
Give it
crap.
to him.
He's digging into whatever he can dig into to get me on the hook. And
Now,
Wow.
who is he dealing with? Betty or Dixon or
Dixon.
okay. Okay.
And since both of them are with Dixon, I've been answering the phone as Dixon all the time because sometimes they call me with a different number and
Right.
I don't recognize it. But I now have both of their regular phone numbers and their Jamaican area code phone numbers. So I've got them in my address book. So every time they call me, it pops up and I know exactly who it is.
See, I wasn't gonna start trying to make a video of those recordings until you were done with them. But if it's still going and ongoing, it's gonna be a while.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Yeah, you might have to cut a lot of stuff out, but I wish I could tell the exact amount. But the first one with Mega Millions is about 130 or 140, something like that. And the
Wow.
Publishers Clearinghouse is just top 40 just now, and this is over the last couple of days.
Right.
Well, they get mad at me, so they don't call back.
I got a real good one today about.
There we go. He fell down.
Oh, they must be calling him again because he's going out.
But anyway,
Yeah.
it was about my student loan forgiveness, and they got my email address, my cell phone number, my social security number. I mean, I gave them all this fake stuff. And after
Wow.
about 40 minutes, he said, he transferred me to some supervisor. He says, you're playing with our, and I called him every Hindi swear word I could think of. He hung up.
Let me see if I could catch up here a little bit. I don't want to get too far behind this time. Northern Grace says, looks nice, Mrs. SWS, your blanket.
Thank you. My beautiful new shirt.
Hello, everybody saying hello back to everyone. Molly O is in the house. I was just watching one of your downloads. So funny. Molly O, thank you very much. I hope you hit that subscribe button and hit that notification bell. You'll never miss the videos as I put them out.
And like.
And like, share, and subscribe. Oh, Julie, you look beautiful, Mrs. SWS, after you showed off your T-shirt.
Thank you.
BB can't stay long. Well, we cherish every moment that you're here, BB. Thank you.
Hope your family is okay.
Yes, BB. Hope your son is doing well. Give us an update before you go. Yep, Fred's in the house. Fred, nice to have you here. Thank you.
There's a Fred?
Yeah. Well, we got Wilma. We got Fred
have
now.
Wilma and a Fred.
We got Wilma and Fred in the house.
Oh, goodness gracious.
Yabba dabba. Oh, hello. Who's joining us? Hi.
No, my wife went out with my daughter boot shopping. Long story. I'll tell you guys about it tomorrow. But they just got back home. That was my daughter saying goodbye.
Oh, she could have come and said hello to all of us first.
Know, but we don't mind. They were running.
We don't mind. Maria Paz, I vote Julie to be on the live. All she has to do is ask me. I'm not going to force her, but if she asks me, I'll send her the link and she can join us anytime she wants to.
We would love
And
that.
Julie, Julie, you don't have to turn your camera on. You can just stay in the background. Oh, Glenn must have got his call. I'm sure of that. And Julie says, thank you to Maria Paz. And of course, Maria says, you're welcome, ma'am. Sherry, thank you for visiting the store. Thank you very much. And I hope you can take advantage of the sale before it goes off. I know there'll be some more down the road, but we're having some kind of fun with it. I'm adding more products as I get the call for it. Oh, nice ceiling fan, Glenn. That's really cute.
Sorry about that. I have to switch phones because he keeps calling me and it keeps cutting out everything in the live cast here.
There you go. Block his number.
No, don't block his number. He's getting good calls from it.
No, you block it and then you unblock it.
Well, I had to switch phones here, so I got the other phone up that's going through the Wi-Fi.
Let's see. Yeah, Maria Paz withdrawals. That's pretty funny. Hey, what happened here? Stop it. I decided to lock up. There it was. There she is. I want to get that one up. That's pretty funny. I don't know what you call it, Northern Grace. Is that an Afghan? No, it's it's not from Afghanistan. I know that.
No, it's just a blanket, a cuddle blanket.
There you go. It's for our kind of a son-in-law, almost sort of kind of son-in-law boyfriend live-in with the middle daughter.
He's great.
He's really good. Hey, there you go.
I made this whole thing
once
before and mailed it, and we have no clue where it went.
Looks nice.
But it didn't go to
to them. The US
house.
Wonderful USPS lost it somehow. So
but she's coming up to visit in June. So I'm going to give it to her personally. And then if he doesn't get it, I know what happened.
Yeah, exactly. Seamus, welcome. Glad you're in the house. Thank you for joining us. Molly O, I saw someone on Nextdoor who warned about the DMV in Louisiana, had a link to click on. Great. Molly O, that's great. The more people we get that out there. In fact, I might do a little video tomorrow on that scam that I got, so everybody's aware of it. Catherine says, what about the statute of limitations?
What?
On what? Did I miss something back here? Let me see. I forgot. Maybe the statute of limitations on popcorn? I don't know. Yeah, I don't see anything. Well, maybe you can fill us in and give us a little more context on that one. Robert, here's one of our wonderful subscribers from overseas. Hello to each and every one. I would like to say hello to Gandu scammers so we can keep them on the line and waste their time so they are not scamming a real victim. Absolutely right, Robert.
You got it.
Thank you for joining us. I know you're up very, very late or early in the morning.
PCH scammers just called me 15 times.
Great.
Since the last 15 minutes.
Glenn, if you want to take the call and you want to drop out of the call, I have no problem with that, and make so you can waste more of their time.
I was just going to say, if he's using a separate phone, take the call.
Well, yeah. Well, the phone I'm using now for the live stream, it actually croaked about a year ago, and it wouldn't take the SIM card and recognize the SIM card, so I couldn't make calls with it. So I bought another phone exactly like it and swapped the SIM card over. But this one here still connects to the internet, so I can do live stream, I can do internet and email and everything else. But my other phone is the one that answers the calls. I can't believe this guy. I mean, if I don't answer the phone several times, then he's got to assume that I'm not home or I'm out in the backyard tending to my tomato plants.
Yeah, that's it.
You should pick up the phone and say, hey, would you quit calling? I'm on the pot. Leave me alone.
Well, I won't tell you where he called me this morning, the first thing.
Maria,
you weren't entertaining, right? You weren't entertaining at that moment, were you? Don't answer that. Never mind.
Well, put it this way: if you listen to the recording, it's got this strange echo because there is no carpet in where I was at.
Been there, done that.
Yeah, Maria Paz. They're going to shut your car off while you're driving down the road, I guess, from the DMV.
Now, you did hear there was a news article about it was a foreign leader in another country who had bought a Cybertruck, and he had accessorized it with machine guns and different armament. And he was bragging about it on X, about how he had bought this thing. And Elon Musk, they shut it down. They shut it down remotely. And I was like,
shut it down.
That's what you get.
Shut down the car,
the Tesla.
truck?
The Tesla. Yeah,
they made it undrivable.
Yeah, he can send it out. Toy, yes. The fake pharmacies are common from the Philippines. I got a call from as a Mrs. phone because I know when they told me the number, it was forwarded to my cell phone, and it was from a pharmacy that's in California that asked if I was on the Medi-Cal, which is the state-run insurance. And of course, I had to say, of course I'm on it. And they're going to send me all kinds of stuff. But they didn't want to send me the treatment for hemorrhoids. I wanted the suppositories. And he's only going to send me COVID-19 stuff.
Well, I'll tell you, I've got Xfinity, and their call center is actually in the Philippines. So I talked to some gal the other day because I had a problem with one of the channels would not come in. And you go to tune to that channel, and it would take you to the wrong channel. So I dealt with this for like 3 months until they finally fixed it. But I asked the gal, I said, where are you guys located? Oh, we're in the Philippines.
Yeah.
More and more companies are going over to Philippine call centers.
Outsourced, yeah. BB says, I've been getting text scams saying that they're from credit union. Yes, that I don't have or use. Messages from something I didn't buy, of course. But I know it's a scam since I didn't use that credit union. Exactly. They think we're going to buy into that. Darlene, welcome. I wish I had taken more pics of the Afghans I have made over the years. Darlene, that would have been great now, wouldn't it?
I didn't do it either. I've made lots of them. And I was asking my kids to send me pictures of the ones that I sent to them. Some of them.
This is a good question from It's the Costanza. What will scam baiters do when all the scams are mostly text messages instead of calls? Well, we can always look up the phone number that they're texting from and see if we could call them. Or if there's a phone number in the body of the text, I'll be calling it, especially from the Google Voice. I call them from there, then they don't have a number that's viable for them to call back. Oh God, Linda, this is great. Linda, I got another call. Wanted to know what kind of auto insurance I had. I have, and I said Benchod Insurance. I got it from Kolkata, India.
Clever.
Oh, there you go, Julie. Thank you. Yes, they have a bunch of horses up by our local cemetery. There was 4 baby horses, and my little dog wanted to go play with them. Oh man, that's kind of cool. Russell, welcome from down under.
Welcome.
Thank you. Hello, mate. I hope you throw a shrimp. Uh-oh.
Uh-oh, a live one.
Oh man, I think it's my final expense. Let's find out. Hello. Hello.
Hey, this is Mike from the Royal Properties. How are you today?
I'm good at it. How are you?
I'm fine. Thanks for asking. We are reaching out to you because we have some families interested in buying some properties in the area.
Oh.
Would you think about selling your property if you get a really good price?
Oh, I want to sell really good price.
How much would you ask for your property, sir?
Which one?
Which one? Which would you want to sell?
I got a couple, but I'm gonna go it for you if you want.
How much would you asking price?
Which one?
Price, sir?
Which one?
Both? Couple?
Oh, let me look. Let me give you the address. Let me give you the good address. Hold on. Let me give you the really good address, okay? Let me find a really good one. Let's see. Let's try, which one do you want to go? Let's try this one. How about, I got one for sale at 7993 Highway number 90 in Bedrock, Colorado. You got that one on there? Hello?
I have my supervisor.
What?
I have my supervisor.
What you
I
got?
have my supervisor.
Oh, you are?
He will
Okay.
assist you.
Oh, he will hit me. What? Why is your supervisor going to hit me?
He will assist you further, sir.
He's going to hit me for it? If he hits me, I'll punch him right in the nose.
No, he assists you further.
Oh, he's going to. Oh, I know. I'm sorry. I don't know. I didn't understand the accent for a moment there. I was confused.
Okay. He will assist you further.
Okay, that's a good one. I like that. What kind of the name is the company you got? Is this a real estate or us?
Royal Properties.
Oh, Royal. Okay. I'm gonna like that one.
Holding on. This is Kevin Smith on a recorded line. Can we have the pleasure of speaking with?
Hey, how you doing? This is a Mario.
Hi, Mario. Are you looking to sell your property?
Sure. I like to sell a property. Hello? Are you a quitter? Hey,
Must
Gandu.
be.
Are you a quitter?
I think he gave
Hello?
up.
He's still on the line. Well, maybe I'll send him a signal. Maybe he knows what this signal is.
I don't think he knows what it is.
Maybe he knows this one.
Or maybe he doesn't care.
No?
Okay.
Yeah, you scammer. Get the hell out of here. That's enough of that. I don't think he knows SOS. I'm not sure.
No, probably not.
No. Well, that was
Being
cool.
a ham radio operator, I know the Morse code, so.
Well, that's been one that I've been getting a lot lately. The guy wants to buy the property, Royal Property.
Royal
And
Property.
yeah, that's the guy I called out today. I told him I was Who the hell? Oh, yeah, that's right. That was Anthony. I was Anthony at Napoli today, and I was talking to the guy, and he's telling me something, and he had the heavy Indian accent. I said, you got the accent. I don't understand what you're going to say. I cannot tell you what the accent. You can talk as perfect English like me. And he stayed on the line with me.
Perfect English like
man.
you, right?
Yeah.
Very good. Very good. Well,
All
listen, guys,
right.
I got to go jump on my other
Yep.
call.
Don't get in trouble.
But it was wonderful seeing you all again. And I look forward to tomorrow.
Don't forget, tomorrow, same time, 5 p.m. Pacific, 8 p.m. in the Eastern time, Misfit Corner Scams. Join us there on that channel for some more fun and frivolity.
That's right. That's right. All right, guys. Have a great evening, okay?
Yep. Thanks for joining us, Drew. See you tomorrow.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
Let me see. Okay, here we go. Russell, thank you again. Hello, everyone. Great to see your channel growing. Thank you very much, Russell. Thank you. I appreciate your support. What is this, BB? What do you got here? What is the crown image and hashtag next to people's names? I don't know the crown image. I've seen that pop up. I'm trying to, it's so hard to see those little tiny little emoji. Well, one of the crown things I see looks like a cat.
Oh, well, that would be for me.
That looks like a cat.
It says, it pops up in the list and says community leaderboard.
Yeah, maybe that's what it is. I don't know. Toy says, that's some more calls. There you go. These scammers really do show it thick. Yeah, they sure do. Oh, Catherine, I get you. I'm beat. They started calling me at 6 o'clock this morning. It's been nonstop, but only 3 calls actually talked to me. What was more hello and then hang up? Yeah, I've been getting a lot of hello. I said, you called just to say hello?
I tried to respond to Catherine's email she sent me. It took me 5 hours to write a short 2-paragraph email to send back to her, to reply to her. I mean, I started at 11 o'clock, at about 4 o'clock, 4:30 in the afternoon. I'm still trying to get it all composed so I can send it to her.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just that busy. It's almost like having a real job.
Well, Catherine, I got to tell you, if I didn't shut the ringer off on the cell phones and I didn't take the landline off the hook, they would be calling at 6:30 in the morning. So when I get up, I'll put the phone back on and turn the ringer on my cell phone and take their calls. But they can leave a message that sometimes I just hear the call center in the background. Yeah, you're right, Costanza.
Nobody was awake.
It's the Costanza. He's right. I swear, Drew gets the scammers commenting on his channel, which is mostly the angry comments he gets. Yeah, I see them a lot in there. Best way to deal with them is ignore them. And if they keep doing it, I'll delete the comment. And if they insist on putting up stupid comments like that are just angry, they'll get banned from the channel. No skin off my nose. Yeah. They're trying to see if you answer the call again. Costilla, don't worry. Yeah, thank you. Colista. Toy says, hello, hangups, verify. Yep, that's exactly why they do it. Molly, you know what? I never used the Google Voice until yesterday or day before. I downloaded it. It's free. And you can set the number that you want them to see when you call them. But if they call that number back, it says it's not a working number. So it's really good.
Just like their call.
Just like when they call you. It's the Costanza says, nice to see Mrs. SWS knitting and the scammer's casket blanket. Yeah, that's it for their funeral.
Crocheting.
Crocheting. Sorry. Oh, you got corrected. Sorry. BB's got the update. My son bought me a t-shirt at the theater after we went to see Lilo and Stitch, but they gave me a bucket of popcorn, which I really needed along with it. I ate some on the way home through the. You should have kept it for the show. Maria, yes, thanks. Doggo Toffee was up there. She had to come up and give me a hug before she took her little nap after her dinner. David, Welcome. Thank you. Welcome from Canada. Watch all your shows. Great laughs. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, David.
Welcome.
Are you related to Ron? He was a really good quarterback, Ron Jaworski. I remember that name. Malio says, I need another phone number occasionally, especially when I can't find my cell phone. Yeah, I've been threatening the missus to get a lanyard and tie her phone around her neck so she can't lose it.
My glasses.
The glasses, too. BB says, I went back to putting my phone on Do Not Disturb. I hate dealing with scammers, even when messing. I know. Sometimes I wake up and I go, do I really want to answer these calls today? Do I really want to? Glenn, you got to be getting sick of the Jamaican scammer.
Oh, yeah. I just looked up. It's like 121 calls for him and 48 for the other one. And like I said, he just called me like 19 times just now from the top of the hour till now trying to get a hold of me. And I figure if I just don't answer the phone, then he calls back and, why didn't you answer the phone? Well, I was outside the house. I didn't hear the phone ring. He keeps swearing I have a cell phone. I said, no, it's the one hanging on the wall in the kitchen. I got a scammer today. He said he wanted to text me something. I said, well, I don't think my phone will do that. He says, why? And I said, well, it's got a cord that goes to the handset to the wall. So there's no place to get a text message from you.
Well, I told the guy, I only got what you call one was the flipper phone. They can't do Texas. They can't do anything but just receive and send phone calls. I can't do nothing on it. And I definitely don't want to go on that interweb with it.
Yeah, I keep telling him, I said, I don't have a computer, so I can't get on the internet.
Computer.
I've heard so much about all these scammers that are trying to get your money and they try and get into your computer. So that's why I don't have one.
I used that one on the guys today. I said, no, I don't want to email. Email ain't no good. They got a lot of scammers out there. And I'm talking to the final expense scammer. I said, yeah, they call about car insurance. They call about extended benefits on my Medicare. And they call about funeral expenses. They all kind of scammers out there.
There were 30 final expense calls at least.
Yep.
It was insane. Gets boring.
Yeah. Toy says, yeah, I don't have the patience to mess with the scammers much anymore, baby. Kind of agree with you. Oh, David says, I got a husband and wife name I'd love you to try. Peter, Pete Cheese, and his lovely wife, Bell Cheese. Pete Cheese and Bell Cheese. I get it.
Cute.
Got that one, Glenn?
What's that?
The two names, the husband and wife, Pete Cheese and Bell Cheese.
Bell Cheese and Peachy.
Yeah, I drank a lot of soda, so I got all the Bell Cheese now. Nigella, great. Welcome. Thank you for joining us. I know I'm a little late. I'm trying to catch up here. Everybody's saying hello back. Of course, you're playing with you. Tarkor says, of course I'm playing with you. Isn't it the reason why you make the calls? Exactly. That's what they're doing.
Yep.
What did she say here? I just meant, here we go. Nigella says, I got a real phone, final expense, not spoofed. Wow. Look up my email address on my website, which is STUDDERING, stan@yahoo.com. Send me that phone number. I will love to call them. Oh, wow. Thank you so much. Screwing with Scammers, you do so much. Don't you have to, you don't have to, but I want to use Hugh Jazzole as your name next time. I know, it's a French name. That must be related to Dixon, my asshole.
Is the J silent?
Thank you I'll use that to buy dog treats for sure. Thank you very much. Major Chaz, thank you. Julie Barker's in the house. I'm from Redding, California. Hi, Mrs. NSW and doggies and kitty.
Hello.
I don't even see I don't see the fat kitty, the one that's here that might come up. But I know where Redding, Californians haven't been there in quite a long time. That's up near the number one crop grown in Northern California. And now that it's legal, I'm sure they're making plenty of money up there. Tattletale's in the house. A scammer from your cable provider asked me how I'm doing, and I said, miserable. How are you? He responded, also good. Wow. He must have been a masochist for sure. You're right. Tattletale, they call so many times from my TV company that on my smart TV, where it gives me the different choices of what source, I changed the one that had my real TV company name on it. I change it now so it says my TV company. And that's where I click on to get back to my TV company now. Major says, I guess he doesn't see the super chat. I think so, but I saw it. I did. I saw your super chat. I thank you. Major Chaos. I appreciate that. Major Chaos. Thank you very much for the donation. Like I said, I'll be definitely buying some cat and dog treats with that for sure. My son is doing fantastic. Thanks, BB. I can't believe how well he's recovering. I'm so happy. Well, the prayers will still be coming that way. Thank you. Thank you for the update, and the prayers will be coming.
God bless.
Sounds like a scammer. God bless you with more health there today. Janice says, I crochet while I listen also. Thank you. That, you know what? I guess that's calming. To me, it would drive me nuts. I can't do it. My cat stopped. What is this? BB, my cat stopped eating. Well, that she's barely eating at all. There's some stuff that we had that kind of helped the cat's appetite years and years ago, and I cannot remember what it was called. But that might check with your vet. Yeah.
It got to be wintertime, and it got like 5 degrees outside, and he did not want to go out and go.
Now it was, yep. BB's got it. BB's got the answer. Catherine says to BB, sometimes they do that when they have a hairball. That's it. We had to give her hairball medicine. And once she got the hairball out, she was fine.
Well, the way I got my cat to start doing a recovery is he wouldn't eat his dry food. So I got him some of this Friskies salmon pate, and it's kind of just all mushed up. It's not like flakes of fish or anything like that, but it's
right.
Just kind of that. And I just put it a little bit in a bowl, add a little water, and stir it up. So it made kind of a little soup, so he could sit there and just lap it up. And he finally started getting better and eating more of it. And he finally went back to his dry food. So he's okay now.
That's good.
It takes a minute sometimes. They get better. Let's see. Yeah. BB says, I think she has an infection. Catherine, I would take her to the vet, but it's so stressful for both of us. We have down to 4 cats now and 5 dogs. And when we go to the vet, it's not only stressful mentally and physically, it's stressful financially. So yeah, it gets a little pricey, but you know what? I would rather throw the money at them and got them out of the situation they were in, because each and every one of our animals are rescues. I believe in rescue. I say adopt, don't shop. Go to your local shelters. Anybody living in the Southern Nevada area this weekend at our local animal shelter, the Animal Foundation, they're waiving the fees on all animals, cats and dogs, gerbils. They've got, I think they even have some lizards they have there, but all the animals, the bunnies, they have their fees waived. So if you're looking for an animal, go to the shelter. Julie says, I realize you. Yeah, Julie Barker says, I realize you have to have a sense of humor when dealing with these idiots, but it's so much fun. Yes, it is. Julie Barker said, I got called to spoof different cities. Julie, I was saying a few weeks ago, I got a call and it said the Philadelphia County Courthouse on the name that came up on the phone. So they spoofed the courthouse number. They didn't even know what number they were spoofing. I'm sure of that. Yeah, Tarkor says might be time for a vet check. Yeah, kidney failure. We had the cat we just lost, Kitty Baby, 5 years ago, was diagnosed with kidney failure. 5 years ago. We were doing all kinds of stuff. We gave her the sub-Q fluids under the skin, doing the whole thing for her, all the stuff. Finally, we said, what are we doing? She was already, 14, 12 years old, whatever happened. Here she's 19 years old, and she lived her life. In the last 6 months of her life, she was out here being interactive and just great little cat, though she always has been, to make sure we didn't forget her. But, we just had to do what we had to do. And to make it to 19 years old was amazing. BB said, Toy G, just find them so annoying. I'm at the point where I can't even stand. Yeah. Some of them I do. I think the other day, I think you guys saw me. I just lost my cool with one of them because I was just so pissed, especially hearing in the background. What is the last four of your social? We'll use that for your password. Social Security Administration warns everybody, never, ever use your Social Security number as a password. Ever. You never use, even the last four. Your last four of your social, your birth date, and your zip code. That's enough information they can steal your identity. That's all they need. And they'll do it. Yeah, Maria pauses this. Oh my gosh, this is back way back there. Those fake pharmacies can ask me for anything. They don't clue in as such buying Viagra. That's it. Or ketamine, the horse tranquilizer, or Ritalin. Yeah, you needed that for your bad vision, I guess. Are you allergic to it, Toy, like Captain Kirk was? They do sometimes just get kind of piss me off. The pharmacy one today, Toy, I told them I needed the suppository plug because I had diarrhea. It's the cork plug. You just shove it in there and it stops the diarrhea. They didn't get it. I said, do you know where you put suppositories? And he didn't know. And since I was doing the Italian character, I says, you put them upper US. That's where you put it, the suppository. And upper US, I told him several times, and he stayed on the phone. So
I keep getting asked me, what medications I'm taking. Well, how many medications you take? And I said, about 6 or so, something like that. So, well, can you get the bottles and tell me? I said, no, I can't. I threw them in the trash. You threw your medication away? No, I get them at the pharmacy, and I just match the size and color of the pills and put them in my little pill taker thing, my pill organizer, and I throw the bottles away. I don't know what these things are for. My doctor just prescribed them. I just take them because he told me I had to.
That's it. I don't question it. Oh, this is good. This is about the live call we just had about the real estate scammer. Tell the Gundu you only sell through Billy Bob's. That's it. Billy Bob's Real Estate. T, guess what?
Oh,
that's going up on one of the next ones coming up. Billy Bob's Real Estate. I'll tell you, that's really good. Yeah, he has a hairy armpit ant farm I want to sell. Oh, geez, now I have to stay here to hear Mr. SWS screw with the scab. Yeah, BB, sorry about that. I'm glad that was quite a way. That's 20 minutes ago, so we're a little behind. Updating, real estate. The fake real estate. Tell them you had an oceanfront property in Saskatchewan you want to sell. No, I got an oceanfront property in Oklahoma. How's that one? Or Colorado? Let's see. Well, I changed the character right there in the middle of that call. I started out, I want to tell you, and then I went to the Italian accent. He didn't even notice. Say goodbye to Drew. That was a while ago. BB, thank you. You take care. We'll see you tomorrow night. Thank you for joining us. Thank you for supporting our channel. Thank you so much, BB. Appreciate you. We'll get you on the live stream. And Julie, we're going to get you on the live stream soon. Maria Paz, the things Catherine has to have her phone on. Finally, I know. Right now with her problem, she does have to keep her phone on. I get it. We get you. Let me see. Where are we at? 2 Julies in the house. Yes, Julie and Julie. We appreciate that. Tiffany Smith. Hello, Tiffany. Welcome. I got 5 scam calls today. You inspired me to scam back. Thank you. Keep them on the line. Then unsuspecting people cannot be scammed by these people. Thank you for doing that. Keep up the good work, Tiffany. Let's see. Lanyard, yeah, like one of those comes with the life alert scam buttons, a lanyard. Well, of course it comes with a lanyard. How do I get it around my neck? I know they try to get you with that. Darlene, you only got 1 call today. No message. Wow.
We'll send you some.
Yeah, we'll send you some. Jeez. I got plenty today. Dear Lord, I just got a call from TB service, and they said they had to pay a monthly bill on Roku. Buy Roku outright. What? Yeah, you buy the stick. They were going to charge me $280. Oh, my. Well, I'll wait for that one. I can't wait to get that one.
Hey, Darlene, I can call forward my phone to you.
Yeah, there you go.
You get 30 calls from my phone.
So I get all of mine plus all of her scammers that call her. So mine never stops now. Toy says I got one of them phones with the dial on the front. You won't make text messages. That's right. Tina, welcome. Boy, I'm getting, how far was that? 5:30? Well, 5:38 my time. Holy smokes, Tina. Tina, thank you. And Tina, as always, thank you for your continued support of our channel. We love it. Thank you. And I got to say, everybody who's purchased something on the store, we appreciate it. If you could see that, they did it. This is a nice hat too. I really like it. It's fitted, so it's not the little. It is a trucker kind of hat, but it doesn't have the snapback. It's really a nice hat. And I bought it a little smaller so it stays snug. It doesn't blow off in the terrible hurricane winds we have here in the desert. But I am really pleased with the quality of the product they have there. Let's see. 30, yes, Maria Paz. She's not exaggerating. 30 at least calls today. Oh, Tiffany. Yes, I did have one today, Tiffany. I get as I call it, the Scamazon. A scammer that called me. He said I ordered Apple matchbook. I ordered a matchbook and some AirPods, some Apple AirPods, whatever AirPods are. Maybe they meant AirPods. Maybe they meant MacBook. I wasn't sure. But either way, I didn't get it. But I gave him the good credit card number that I have on file with Amazon because they connected me with my U.S. bank. So U.S. Bank would be able to stop the charges. Don't fall for that. They're never going to connect you. Amazon will never connect you to your bank. The only way you connect to your bank, you pick up your credit card, you call the number on the back of it, you connect to your bank. Don't fall for that.
And when they ask you for your address, where to ship the iPods and the MacBook Pro, tell them 49 Arcadia Court, Albany,
in New York. Albany, New York. That's the address they give me. Linda says, I look forward to each and every Friday. Thank you, Linda. You're very, very wonderful. Thank you. Tina, thank you. I really appreciate that. You know, it'll go a long way getting the treats and the medicine for these doggies. And a lot of you were asking for updates on where is he? Where's that little rat? Wheaties. He'll come. I just have a special whistle. He listens. Come on, buddy. Come on up. Oh, it's like a chore to get up on my lap. Come on. Come here, buddy. Tomorrow, Wheaties will be 4 weeks straight through without a single seizure. So we got his medicine.
And we got his blood tested, and he has a
perfect level. And he's not over medicated and he's not under medicated that he's having seizures. So we are really happy with that. And he has turned out to just fit right in here like he's been here forever. Yeah. Kind of helped fill that little black spot on my heart when I lost Cinnamon. But He's doing a good job creeping his way right in there. And he stays kind of close to me. He's such a good little guy. What a good boy.
Yeah.
I think I saw him earlier today. You were doing one of your videos. He crawled up on the back of the couch, looked right at the camera, and just went, and just laid down.
Here he goes right here. He's going to, let me move the remote out of the way. Okay, I got to move the remote. Otherwise, he turns the television on, turns the volume up, changes the channel while we're watching TV. Are you done? He's done. But yeah, I had to give you the little update on that, on this little guy. He's doing so well. Moise, how do final expense scams work? Well, it's real simple. They ask you a bunch of personal questions. They ask you for your social security number, your birthday, your address. Sometimes even ask, I've had them ask what my mother's maiden name was. And then for payment's sake, they need to have your check routing number and your checking account number. And with all that information, they steal every penny out of your bank account, number one. With all that information, they'll open up phony credit lines in your name, and they will absolutely bleed you dry.
Wait a minute. I thought that I was going to get $10,000
Yeah,
if you die.
that's it. That's how those final expense scams work. They're asking you for personal information. Never give out your social security number to someone who cold calls you. Never give out your Medicare ID number to anyone who cold calls you. Never give out any personal information to someone who's cold called you from some number you never recognize. As I always say, if you don't recognize the number, don't answer. And if you answered it and they're asking about, final expense insurance, hang up on them. It's a scam. Or if they're calling from my TV company, it's a scam. If they're calling from, we'll get you extended warranty on your car, it's a scam. I had one that the AI said, we're calling to protect all of your precious appliances in your home. And when the real person came on, he was talking about my auto warranty. And I said, hey, I need my appliances covered. What the hell? They don't even have their scripts right. They don't know what one guy is doing and what the other one is doing. So that's how these Moes, that's how they do it. They get your personal information, bottom line, and that's it.
Well, but what we've also had is the dark web, the out of the country person gets you and gets information and then connects you with
a real
company.
Well, the real company hired.
Who is trying to sell you
The real company is
something.
just as nasty and a scammer as the scammer call. What was the other one I got today? And they got turned in today. MedGuard Alert. And I wrote it down on my pizza plate. And they got turned in because they hired this third-party out-of-country call center to make their phone calls for them, so they're not breaking the Federal Trade Commission regulations on do not call list, period. And one of them, they looked up my number and they, you're on the do not call list. I said, exactly. So how did you get your call center to call me? Click. They hung up. So yeah, Moe's, they've got every time you give out personal information, and I know exactly when they've sold my number to somebody else, because today someone called me looking for William. They were looking for William Overture.
And David Stoner.
Well, David Stoner, that's the one, that's the new guy. I called David Stoner, man, because I got my own business. I grow a lot of what you call, well, in your country, they call it ganja. But here we just call it plain old pot, man. Mary Jane, we call it Michoacan, something like that. But I have a good product, man. You know what it is? You ever hear of it, Glenn? It's called Acapulco Gold, man.
Oh, yeah. Well, they raided my greenhouse the other day, and all they found was oregano.
That's it, man. Well, they came in, and I got my advertisement all set up, too. They wrote a good jingle, man. Acapulco Gold. No stems, no seeds that you don't need. New Acapulco Gold is.
Bye.
Badass weed. New Acapulco Gold. Try it at your local pork shop, man. Just come on down to the dispensary over here at Billy Bob's and we'll get you some great, great greens, man. But they're calling looking for him now. And that's what they get. And one time I sounded like I was so high. The guy, he couldn't talk to me. What'd you get, Darlene? Hubby had another mole removed. Oh, God. This time behind his ear is difficult keeping a bandage on. Yeah, I can't imagine. Well, praying that it's nothing. I hope it's just a mole and not a tumor. Or if it is a tumor, maybe it's just a basal cell and they could cut those out. And I've had the one cut out a while ago and knock on good, solid hardwood that hasn't come back. Julie used the... Julie says, use a 4x4 cloth, Darlene, and a non-stick, that 4x4. Stick with tape. I got some alien tape. Maybe that'll work. You wrap the head up. I know the guy who did some special effects for the Mummy. Maybe they could kind of give him a good rap, Darlene. You never know.
Gorilla type would work better.
Yeah. Oh, Linda likes to drive through colonoscopies. Yeah, and the scammers never pick up on that either. Molly, thank you for joining us. We appreciate you being here. We're coming close to the end here. Molly from Julie says thank you. Eddie, give a fake age. I've had them say you don't sound. Oh my God. Eddie, the reason why they always say, oh, you look like you're only 25 years old or 50 years old or whatever it is, that's them trying to get you to trust them. When you get an old senior citizen and unsuspecting, especially a woman and an old guys that are kind of out of it a little bit and lonely, and you tell them, oh, you don't sound 75, you sound like you're only 35, and they're like, oh, thank you, and they stay. It gets them hooked, Eddie, and I know exactly what you're talking about.
Then I get the ones too where they say, oh, don't worry, we follow all those HIPAA laws, and this is on a recorded line, so it's safe for you to give me the information.
Well, they keep saying ricotta line. I said, well, I like ricotta in my pasta. That's really good. Like my shells and
lasagna.
Yeah, lasagna. That's really good. Yeah. Maria Paz. Yes. The great kitty that used to come up here and give us a hard time where we're doing the live stream and our videos. Yeah, she was 19 years old and she died in her sleep, peacefully went and in her favorite little spot, kind of a little hideaway. And that was a few months back.
Now she has joined
the memorial shelf with all the other cremated. They all went to the same creamery, and they got cremated, and didn't have any money left over for their loved ones, though. I don't know how. But yeah, Maria Paz, thank you. And the missus is not ready to get another kitten, but there are a bunch of cuties right now. Anybody who lives in Southern Nevada at our Animal Foundation, a bunch of kittens right there that are available for adoption. So just if you want to go and look, anybody can go look, and that's animalfoundation.com. All one word, animalfoundation.com. And you can look under available adoption pets or adoptable pets and put in your search criteria.
And probably wherever you live, your shelter has kittens. This is, it's after spring and they mated and created the little babies and now they're up for adoption. So if you're in Kentucky or in
if you're in Bedrock, Colorado,
or wherever, you can check them out. If you want a forever friend, the shelters will have them.
Oh, that just reminded me, Glenn.
Yeah.
Kentucky, the Charlie Manson boyhood home address. They called me today. They were looking for Owen.
Owen
Owen Blivius. And I went with it. And old Owen, you know, been there from Kentucky, you know, that's where he lives down there in Kentucky, and that's where I come from. And old Owen, I said, oh, all my friends just call me, oh, yeah, just call me Oblivious, kind of like you.
Well, they called me today about wanted to know what my address was, and was it over on Roslyn Street? That's my boyhood home where I grew up until I was about 22. And they still have that address. They apparently
Wow.
looked up my phone number, found my name, found all these addresses. I said, well, you live on Jamaica Street? And I said, no, I moved there from there 5 years ago. Gave them the new address. And they said, well, how, and a little further conversation, I said, or they said, how long you've been living there? And I said, I already told you I've been here for 5 years. So conversation goes on a little more, and they asked me, so how long have you been there? 5 years. Don't you write this stuff down?
I think.
And whoever
Yeah, on a
answers the
piece of
phone
paper.
and asks all the initial questions, they don't give that to the next agent.
No, they
So
don't.
they ask me over and over again. I said, you know, I'm starting to get angry because you keep asking me the same stuff
They
over and over
don't.
again.
They don't have a piece of paper to write it down on. See, I have a piece of paper, and I write it all down on a piece of paper.
I'll tell you, I got this ad in the mail the other day for
There you go.
Teriyaki Madness.
Oh, yeah, you said there's no address.
No address, no phone number. So I got on Google and did a search, found their store, and I put a little review in there. I gave them a 1-star review. I said, you think you spent all this money on a trifold ad that opens up,
I can't even make a phone call.
and this thing opens up a trifold ad. Nowhere in this ad is there a phone number or an address. I said, you think you'd spend all the money on this? You might want to let somebody know where you're at.
That's ridiculous.
Down,
Yeah.
down.
Oh, look at Bill. Bill's got something right up your alley, Mrs.
Yeah.
Salmon pate sounds good.
Oh, well, our cats like them.
You like it.
Oh, I like salmon.
Linda says, how do you spoof a number? Well, Linda, let me see. I got my phone here. What you got to do, tell you what you're going to do. You go to your app store on your, if y'all got a smartphone, if you got one of them flipper phones, I don't think you can do it. But what you do is go down and you download, where is that thing? It's called,
Google Voice.
If I could ever get this. It's called Google Voice. It's on the Google. Oh, that was the number of the scammer I called back like 3 times today. But it comes up and it'll ask you, you got a few questions you got to put in. And then when you get it all set up, it'll ask you, what number do you want to be calling from? And you pick one from your area or out of your area, which the one I have right now is out of my area. And so they, when I call them, it calls from out of where I'm calling from. But yeah, Linda, it's really, and I am not, trust me, I am not that good on computers, but I did figure that out all by myself. No help. I didn't have to call my computer genius son-in-law or my computer son that does the help desk in the call center. He always asks if he can connect to your computer and what's the codes, but that's because of where he works. He needs to. But yeah, just check it out. No, it was the silver. No, that fat boy's golden cat, that little Dumas is still here.
Yeah.
He'll haunt me for the next 20 years yet. He's already 16, 17 years old. He's already 17 years old. It still haunts me.
He's the one I worry about next.
That stupid cat.
No.
I got this. I played this for the scammers and they call. I said, hey, I can't. All right. Nice kitty. Nice kitty. See, nice kitty. Nice kitty. Hi, kitty. See? Nice kitty. What is that, Puffy? You're the kitty? See? You're petting the kitty. They're nice, see? You pet them a little more. You pet them a little more. Nice kitty. Nice kitty. Nice kitty. Uh-oh.
My cat.
Uh-oh.
On Amazon, you have a thing called
Uh-oh.
Watch the Cat.
Uh-oh. Look, your cat's coming over.
Look who woke up.
Well, I played that in the middle of the call, and the guy, I'm screaming. I said, I got to get out of here. The cat's trying to kill me. And he stayed on the line with me. He did. It was great. And then they were asking me today about, they said I had Aflac insurance. So I was playing them the duck sounds that I found for Aflac. Darlene says, oh, yeah, she tried the cloth tape. Band-Aids don't stick either. Well, I'm stuck on Band-Aids because Band-Aids stuck on me. I think that's what their song was. Well, here's the emergency room nurse. How do you get a bandage to stay on the back of your ear besides wrapping it around? I mean, I don't know any other way.
A big Band-Aid. Or a
Well,
big
no, you go
rubber band.
from around.
No, the thing is, stop. They make Band-Aids, as Glenn was saying, in many sizes. And you can find one larger than the usual small ones. And they will, I mean, obviously you can't just put it on hair. It's not going to stick on hair. But the skin on the back of your neck and so on will attach.
If he was brought into the ER, they'd wrap his whole head up. Trust me, I know how they do it. They go overboard in the ER.
Well, yeah, I mean, you can do a whole head wrap, but I don't think that's necessary.
Didn't they make a movie about that with Brandon Fraser?
Yeah, that's it. Julie says, Darlene, when I had ear surgery, they gave me a bandage that had some sort of glue on it. Yeah. Stick it to your head. Now, don't use super glue, whatever you do. That wouldn't be good. Some of the Harry Ryle says some of those final expense guys sound pretty legitimate. Yeah, kind of scary. Tina, thank you. I appreciate it. Tina, a second one. Wow, thank you, Tina. I really appreciate that. Catherine's got 51 calls. Catherine, I thought you had to go. Well, no, that was BB had to go.
Yeah.
51 calls. Wow. Yeah, Julie, no seizures. Isn't that great? I mean, we're so pleased with him. Maria Posivides, congrats. And look at him. He's out like a light. He's done.
He plumps.
He plumps down and he's like, leave me alone. I'm sleeping. I'm having a good night. Oh, hey, the Mama SWS, my triplets turned 12 days ago. What? Turned 2 days ago. What? Wait, 1, 2? Turned 12 days ago? I'm sorry. I'm not good at deciphering that one.
Mazel tov.
Maria Paz says, Julie, Maria Paz, my dogs turned 13 years old. Oh, okay, now I got it. Maybe that's good. See? My triplets turned 12 days ago. Turned 12 days ago. Another one. He's persistent.
Oh, yeah.
JJ, I missed pretty much the whole show after I said hello. I got busy. Well, you know what? At least you're able to get your iPad at work and you're able to watch again. Appreciate that. Catherine, get those appliance warranty scammers. Yeah, Maria Paz, I've been getting them like crazy. Yes, I saw that cute video. You know, if you check out Julie's channel, she did an unboxing of one of the Screwing with Scammers t-shirts she bought, and I really appreciate that. I appreciate everyone who's bought some merchandise from the store. And it's just some fun stuff to get the name out there. People ask about it when you're walking around the store. You can tell them and get the word out there. You don't step on that thing. Wow. Turn the TV on. Darlene says, my last 2 cats started out having seizures. They lived to 15 years old. Well, that's really good to hear. My daughter's dog has had seizures for at least 3 or 5 years now. Amazing. Someone's getting a call. Is that you, Glenn? Answer it.
Yeah, it's my scammer. You want me to put him on?
Put him on. I'll mute myself.
Hello?
Hey, buddy, where are you?
I just walked in the door. I was out with a friend of mine playing bingo.
Oh, okay. before you go to your bed.
Okay.
Right.
All right. I'll talk to you in a bit.
Okay, I will.
All right. Bye.
Bye-bye.
He just
He
wants
called
to
to
be
tell
cared
you good
for.
night. He wanted to tell you good night. He's sweet on you, Glenn.
Yeah, they're all my best friends now.
Uh,
Don't let them fool you.
yeah. T, did you know almost all of the Packy fishing, cold calls, armpits are owned by the China? Yes. They have Packies running together to acquire iPhones from elderly people, especially in the UK and in the US. And T, you know what? Jim Browning posted a really good one of inside video and everything of them getting busted, and they were all run by the Chinese gangs. And that was in Kolkata. That was a big call center in Kolkata they busted. Tiffany, yes. Wheaties is cute. And it's not just like Little Honey. Little Honey is just cute, and that kind of just ends right there. She's cute. And that's the end of the story with her. But this little guy, he's not only cute, he's super, super smart. He's really, really smart. And like I always said, Toffee has been the smartest dog in the house for the longest time. And now she's got to run for her money in this little guy. Oh yeah, Raven, your tornado watch is over. Thank God. I was going to ask you about. I'm going to send you an email after the show. Raven has said she may not be able to join us because they had tornado warnings. Just be safe. Yeah, I know you're in North Carolina. Well, you can move. You can always move to the high desert here. We don't get tornadoes. We don't get much snow. Very little. Every 30 years, we'll get a couple of inches. But you have to be willing to step into the convection oven at about 350 for a few months out of the year.
Baloney. You live in an air-conditioned house. You get into an air-conditioned car. You drive to the air-conditioned restaurant or mall or casino. How much of that heat do you encounter unless you choose to wander around outside?
It's still hot.
I was there
JJ
for
says
my ex-wife's convention, and it was 115 degrees every day. And that's exactly what I did. Get out of the air-conditioned hotel, get in the air-conditioned car, crank it up, drive where you're going, get out and get in the next air-conditioned room.
But don't forget, at around midnight, it cools off from the 115. It goes down to 112, and it's a lot cooler out at midnight.
Nah, and then by 4 a.m. it's 106.
Yeah, it gets cool.
What's your problem?
Now, where we came from, where we used to live, it would get up to 108, 110 during the day. Uh-oh. Hold on, guys. Don't go anywhere. Oh, it's over here. I couldn't find that phone.
This hour, they're still calling.
Well, we'll see. It's probably a survey. Yeah, hello.
Hi, this is Rita Alves, and I'm calling from a national data collection firm.
Yeah, that's what I told you. I told you it was some stupid data collection. What do you want to data collect on? What do you want to collect data? Data? The guy from Star Trek? The android? Is that data you want? What data do you want, data collector? Data collector. Say hello to everybody on YouTube. Oh, you chicken.
Quitter.
I scared her. Yeah, she's a quitter. Scared the hell out of her. JJ, you're right. These idiot scammers should use their smarts for a real career. They're obviously creative to dance around the law. If they put half the energy into legitimate stuff, they'd be millionaires. They really would. And because they're absolutely, what they're doing, they're making peanuts while their bosses are mega billionaires. And they're just working. They're slaves. They're slaves under these people. And they don't even realize that they don't believe they're scamming anybody. They think they're doing the Lord's work. That's why they always say, oh, God bless you and more health to you. Yeah, go to hell to you too.
And you sound so young.
Julie says, yeah. Wow, they both lived to be 15. That's interesting. Maybe they didn't want to live out each other. Yeah. Sometimes they know. The animals know. That's when I interpret live on the Acapulco Gold. Gotta finish that one. Yes. Interrupted. Yeah, we go back to it. It's fun. Yeah, Harry, the monotone mic does sound a lot like one of the characters from the Coneheads. And I gotta say, monotone Mike and Stutter and Stan are the two hardest characters to do. It really drains me doing those because it's so hard to talk in a monotone throughout the entire flipping call. I did throw a little bit of Terminator in there when I kept saying affirmative. What was that, Glenn?
I could probably do it very easily because I sing all the time every Monday, and I just keep a monotone voice, and that's what it is.
You stay right, like in say "Good night, ladies."
Good night.
One of my favorite musicals. One of my favorite musicals, right there.
Music Man, yeah, absolutely.
Music Man, absolutely. Very. I mean, the talent is great.
Years ago, when I worked for Hewlett Packard, the ringtone on my company phone was the Buffalo Bills singing "Light a Rose."
There you go.
Yes.
Maria Paz. Yes, it's kitten season. Yeah, it sure is. All over the country. I got to read this one. Darlene says we had a dachshund for a couple of years. A classmate had to find him a home for him. Sadly, he got very sick. Yeah, I had a dachshund when that was the very first dog I had. I was 9 months old. My mom got me a 6-month-old puppy, and I've never been without a dog since. Oh, Julie, your dogs are dachshunds and a Yorkie mix. Oh, God bless you. You got a handful there. Maria Paz says, I didn't call him that. One of the has a very special, yeah, they do. Miniature German. Let me see. What does that one say? Hi, Glenn's kitty from Maria Paz. I saw your kitty when I was doing the cat sounds over there. So, all right, guys. Sexy Chocolate, I just saw you jumped in there. Glad you joined us. I know I'm a little far behind. I know we went overtime. That's supposed to be an hour, but you guys are great people. Yeah, alcohol to clean out the drunk cuts and peroxide to clean up someone's boo-boos. You're right. You're absolutely right.
To clean up other stuff, yeah.
Sexy Chocolate says, I just watch your videos and I tell people about. Thank you. That really gets the word out so they won't be scammed. Yeah, hey, Google, shut up at the TB. Thank you. Tim, I'll get yours. You'll be the last one. I got a call today from a small business grant. I told him my business was monkey business, and he hung up. I love that. Well, we're going to end it on that. Tim, thank you for joining us. No. Tim, I got to get this one. Wow. We had several earthquakes in Kentucky over the past few weeks. Most have been 4.0.
That's not an earthquake.
That's not an earthquake, Tim. We're from California originally. Right now, we're living in the third most seismic state in the U.S. Number 1 is Alaska. Number 2 is California. Number 3 is Nevada. Yeah, 4.0, I wouldn't even feel it.
Oh, we'd feel it, but we'd go,
the garbage truck rolled up the street.
Well, hopefully they don't get any worse.
Yeah, it's a thing. We know we've been through very major ones. We were living in Northridge, California in 1994, and that was a pretty big one. That 6.7 was a lot.
Oh,
yeah, one of these days.
No, I got Samantha. So you had to.
One of these days.
Well, you had a 5.7 here.
We're going to have the coast of Nevada there pretty soon, and a new island.
Yeah, that's it. I got beachfront property. All right, now I got to end with this because Samantha had to say something about a dachshund. I have a dachshund mix, one of my 5 dogs, and she is absolutely one of the most amazing creatures in the world. Feels like a baby when I hold her, unlike other dogs, small and big. Yeah, this little guy is like a little baby. He sleeps amazingly well. We love him to death already. Been here a few months, and he fit right in. He's a silly, quirky nutcase that fits exactly in with the rest of our little guys and girls. All right, you guys. Yeah, Samantha, I know exactly where that is. West Hills, California. I worked there for a while too.
Yeah.
Try to stay away from that part of the country as much as I can now. It's not the place I grew up any longer. But thank you to everybody that's joined us. Thank you to everyone that has sent monetary support tonight and throughout by buying the products and everything. It helps keep us floating here. And hopefully, I know I was talking about taking over another room that we have to set up a little studio for this, but I got to make sure I have a place for the dogs and cats to fit in, because it just isn't the same screwing with scammers without them in the videos. So thank you so much. Thank you for joining us tonight. We'll see you next week on the live stream. Stay tuned on the channel. We've got plenty of videos to post up. And don't forget to hit the like button for tonight's show. And again, thank you so much for your support. Thanks for what you do out there, for keeping the channel going. And remember, we are screwing with scammers so you don't have to. Thanks for watching, everyone. See you next week.
Good night.
Bye.